Hello students, welcome back to Career Power Hyderabad, powered by Adda 24/7. So students, today's topic is capital market. So we are running a special program for SBI clerk mains. So mainly banking awareness, static topics, and today's topic is capital market. But before going into the topic, please subscribe the channel, like the videos, share the videos with your friends so that it will be very useful for all the bank aspirants. So let us have a brief discussion about capital market before solving some MCQs. So the financial system in any country is broadly classified into two types. One is the money market, the other one is the capital market. So money market will provide short-term loans. So money market will provide short-term loans, whereas capital market will provide long-term loans. So this capital market is again classified into different categories like the securities market, developmental financial institutions, and the financial intermediaries. Okay. So money market, financial market is two types: the money market and the capital market. In money market, they provide short-term loans. Example is banking system. In the capital market, they provide long-term loans. This capital market is classified into the security market, the developmental financial institutions, as well as the financial intermediaries. Securities market means you can simply call it as the stock market, stocks, shares. You can simply call them as the security market. So this security market is again two types: the government security market and the industrial security market. The government security market is also called as gilt-edged securities. So these government securities are backed by RBI. Okay. So government will issue bonds, government will issue shares, people can buy those bonds. The industrial security market means where people will buy shares of companies. So best example is your stock market, the stock exchange where you can buy the stocks of companies, the stock market. Okay. So developmental financial institutions are example like IDBA, Industrial Development Bank of India, SIDBA, Small Industrial Development Bank of India, NABARD, Exim Bank. So these are developmental financial institutions where they provide long-term funds, okay, particularly for particular sectors. IDBA will provide for industries. Small Industrial Development Bank of India will provide for small industries. NABARD will provide for agriculture sector. Exim Bank will provide for export-import sector. So they are particular for particular sectors. So financial intermediaries are nothing but NBFCs, non-banking finance corporations. So we'll take example of India Bulls. The India Bulls is an NBFC. They will provide loans for housing sector. So non-banking finance corporation. So this is the overview of the capital market. Okay. So security market, developmental financial institutes, intermediaries. So you need to study all these topics for the banking awareness examination, okay, portion. So in this, we need to see definitions. We need to see what is security. We need to see what is primary market, secondary market. You need to see all the IDBA, SIDBA, all the organizations and all these things. So let us go into the MCQs. So if you see the first MCQ, name the market which deals with trading of long-term securities. Name the market which deals with the trading of long-term securities. The answer is capital market. We earlier discussed capital market will deal with long-term securities. The capital market is defined as market dealing in medium and long-term funds. So it is an institutional arrangement for borrowing medium and long-term funds. Also provides the market for trading, marketing and trading of securities. Okay. So these are all the activities done in the capital market. The next question, capital market regulatories. Who regulates this capital market? The capital market is regulated by SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. So capital market is regulated by SEBI. Money market is regulated by RBI. Money market is regulated by RBI. So Insurance Regulatory Development Authority, it regulates the insurance market. BSE, NSE are the stock exchange markets. So they where you can buy and sell your stocks, buy and sell your shares is BSE, NSE. So do remember all these points. Capital market regulatory is SEBI. So the basic function of SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, is to promote and regulate the security market and protect the interests of investors. So it has two basic functions: to protect the interest of investors and to promote and regulate the security market. So in April 1988, SEBI was established as a regulator of the capital markets, which is a non-statutory body. And in 1992, by the SEBI Act, it was made autonomous and statutory. The headquarters of SEBI is in Mumbai, and regional offices are present in Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Chennai, and Delhi. So do remember all these points. This may be also your question. So SEBI will have a chairman, and the current chairman is Ajay Tyagi. So do remember SEBI's current chairman Ajay Tyagi. Okay, and they'll appoint various committees based on the requirement. If there is any issue, they'll appoint a committee. So SEBI has a chairman as well as members. So these are all the details about SEBI. The next question: which of the following cannot be called as a debt instrument as referred in the financial transaction? So which is not called as a debt instruments? So which of the following is not called as debt instruments? So the answer is stocks or shares. Shares are not called debt instruments. Share is an investment, not a debt, not a loan. Share is an investment. Stock is an investment. So let us see what are these debt instruments. So security market, as we discussed, the security market deals with shares and debt instruments. So both shares and debt instruments are instruments of fundraising, the way to raise funds for a company. But there is a difference between these. In shares, investor, suppose I am an investor, I am investing in Reliance company. In shares, I'll invest in the company. Okay, so I will have a share in the capital and profit. So in shares, I'll invest in the company, so I will have share in the capital and profit. Whereas in debt instrument, I will not invest anything in the capital. I'll provide a loan. So in debt instruments, I'll provide a loan. So best example we'll take again Reliance. In Reliance, if you invest in capital, it is called share. If you are giving a loan, it is called debt. So in debt instrument, I'll just lend to company. The company is liable to pay me interest. The company is liable to pay me interest. Okay. So see the difference between share and debt instrument. So what are the debt instruments currently present? They are debentures, government bonds, commercial papers, certificate of deposits. So these are all the different types of debt instruments. Okay. The next question: mutual funds are regulated by. Mutual funds are regulated by which of the following? Mutual funds are also regulated by SEBI. Do you remember this? Mutual funds are regulated by SEBI. Okay. So let us see the details. So as far as the mutual funds are concerned, SEBI formulates policies, regulates, supervises the mutual funds to protect the interest of investors. So SEBI will issue guidelines to all the mutual funds from time to time. So all the mutual funds promoted by private, public, foreign entities are governed by the same set of regulations which are issued by SEBI. SEBI will monitor and inspect all these mutual funds. The mutual funds are regulated by SEBI. So do remember these points. The next question: capital market consists of two types of markets. What are those? We already discussed. Capital market consists of two types of markets. What are those? They are primary market and secondary market. Primary market and secondary market. Okay. So what is this primary market? What is the secondary market? So in primary market, there will be issue and sale of securities to investors directly by the issuer. Suppose I am Reliance. I am issuing shares. So directly investor will buy share from me, which is primary market. In primary market, investor will buy shares from me. Okay. So these primary markets will create long-term institutions in which corporate entities can raise funds. So here corporate entity Reliance is issuing shares. It is pulling money from the public. So it is primary market where you can buy only new shares, where you can sell only new shares. Now I buy shares. I want to sell these shares. I buy shares of Reliance Jio. I want to sell these shares. Where I will sell them? In the secondary market. The secondary market is called aftermarket or follow-on public offering. So you can sell your shares in the secondary market. So previously issued financial instruments like the stocks and bonds are bought and sold. So I buy in primary market. I can only sell in secondary market. So see the difference between these two. So here primary market and secondary market both are present. In primary market you can only buy new shares. In secondary market you can buy and sell old shares. Okay. So do remember all these points. STT is a tax levied on transactions done on stock exchanges at a rate prescribed by the central government from time to time. What is the full form of STT? So STT is the tax levied on all the transactions done on stock exchanges. So what is STT? STT is security transaction tax. The STT means security transaction tax, which was introduced in 2004-5. So it is a tax imposed on transactions of securities in stock exchanges. If you are buying a share, a tax is collected. If you are selling a share, a tax is collected. So this is called security transaction tax. Okay. So do remember this. Very, very important. So next, what are the instruments of capital market? So which of the following come under capital market? Okay. Equity comes under capital market. All types of shares come under capital market. Debentures comes under capital market. So the answer is all of the above. Equities come under capital market. Shares come under capital market. Debentures come under capital market. So all of the above is answer. So let us discuss every option in detail. So what are equities? Equities are nothing but shares that have claim over capital, profit and loss. So if you are investing in a company in equity shares, that means you are investing in the capital of a company. If you will enjoy share, you will enjoy profit, you will enjoy loss also. You will bear the loss, you will enjoy profits. Okay. So that means equity shareholders will have right to receive profits when the company earns profits and to forgo capital when there is a loss, when company acquires loss. So do remember, if you are investing in equity shares, if you are investing in the company, you'll enjoy profit as well as you need to bear losses. That is equity. Let us go into debentures. What is debenture? Debenture is like a bond, but it is not secured. It is unsecured. The debenture is like a bond, but there is no security. So you will lend money to companies without any sureties. You lend money to a company without any sureties. In case of bonds, you will have a surety like plant, machinery, building, land, anything. But here in debentures, you will not have any surety. So remember, debenture is like a bond but with no surety. Next, what are cumulative and non-cumulative shares? The cumulative shares means these shares are entitled to receive dividends of a particular year in the coming years as arrears. So cumulative means suppose company this year didn't pay you dividend, that is profit share. Next year you will get the amount. So that is cumulative. Non-cumulative means you will not get any of the arrears. So in cumulative you will get arrears, in non-cumulative you will not get any arrears. Okay. Convertible, non-convertible shares. Convertible means they can be converted into other kind of securities. Example, bonds can be converted into shares. Bonds can be converted into shares. In non-convertible securities, it is impossible. Same way, there is transferable, non-transferable. Transferable means you can transfer from one person to other. Non-transferable, you can't transfer. So these are all the types of securities, types of shares. Okay. So do remember all these things. The next question, see this, very, very important. What is the full form of NAV? So this particular statement is in news. Equity schemes managed strong NAV gains, which boost their assets, was a news in some financial newspapers. It's a news in some financial newspapers. What is the full form of NAV regarding to capital market? So NAV means net asset value. NAV means net asset value. So let us discuss. Net asset value or NAV of an investment company is the company's total assets minus its total liabilities. Total assets minus total liabilities is net asset value. So very simple. Gross salary, net salary. So gross salary 50,000. Net salary will be 40,000. That means gross salary is 50,000. Remove taxes 10,000. Your net salary is 40,000. Same way, net asset value is total assets minus total liabilities. Suppose if a company is having securities worth 100 million and liabilities worth 10 million. So 100 minus 10 will be the net asset value 90 million. Okay. So this asset and liabilities, they change every day. Assets and liabilities will change every day. So net asset value also changes every day. Today it may be 90 million, tomorrow 100 million, the day before next day will be 80 million. So assets and liabilities will change every day. So net asset value also changes every day. So do remember. So which of the following bodies promoted Securities Trading Corporation of India jointly with public sector banks. So which of the following bodies promoted Securities Trading Corporation of India along with the public sector banks? The answer is RBI. So RBI promoted this Securities Trading Corporation of India, currently called the STCI Finance Limited. So this was launched in 1994, which was promoted by RBI. The main objective of this is to foster active secondary market in Government of India securities and public sector bonds. The main duty of this STCI, Security Trading Corporation of India Finance Limited, is they will maintain the government securities. They'll purchase government securities. They'll sell the government securities. Okay. So RBI has the RBI has 50% stock. Okay. Later on, it sold its stock, and currently Bank of India has 29.9% stake in this Securities Trading Corporation of India Limited. Okay. So in 1996, it is called the first prime lender. So what is prime lender? Prime lender is very simple. They are registered with RBI, who have license to purchase and sell government securities. So very simple. What is this organization? It is Security Trading Corporation. That means RBI will issue bonds, RBI will issue securities, government securities on behalf of the government. Suppose government need money, 100 crore, 200 crore, 300 crore. RBI will issue securities, bond papers in the name of government. So who will buy these bonds initially? This particular prime lenders. Okay. So prime lenders means persons or entities who buy these bonds and they'll sell in the open market for more amount, for profits. So the Security Trading Corporation of India, it will buy all the government securities and it will sell in the open market, okay, for some profit. Okay. So do remember all these points. Very, very important. The next question, very simple. Please understand the question. A market where securities are traded after being initially offered to public in primary market. A market where securities are traded after being initially offered to public in primary market. So what is that market? It is secondary market. So repurchase of securities, buying and selling of shares is where you will find where this activity in secondary market. So the answer is secondary market. We already discussed. Okay. So the last question for today, which of the following best describes the Security and Exchange Board of India, SEBI? Which of the following best describes the SEBI? So see the options. SEBI is the regulator of capital market, true. SEBI protects the interests of investors, true. SEBI is for ethical practices, true. So answer is all of the above. SEBI is established as a regulator of capital market. SEBI protects the interests of investors, and SEBI is for ethical practices. Okay. So we already discussed what is SEBI. Okay. So see all these points regarding capital markets. So capital market is a part of the financial system. So where you will find the long-term loans, you can get long-term loans, companies will get long-term loans, and people can invest in these long-term loans. You can buy shares, you can buy bonds, you can buy mutual funds, you can buy hedge funds. All these things you will find in this capital market. So do study thoroughly about capital market, because 1 or 2 questions will come from this capital market. We only discussed basics. What is capital market? What is SEBI? What is primary market? What is secondary market? And few questions. What is security transaction tax? We discussed only basics. Also follow all the current affairs. We'll try to make current affairs related banking awareness also. Okay. So just understand the basics, only basics. Just to read the basics enough for the examination. So do subscribe the YouTube channel, share the channel, like the channel. Okay. And also join our Telegram channel for all the important PDFs. And do download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We provide coaching for Bank, SSC, RRB, as well as for SI Constable. So our offline classes are also running successfully. You can visit our branch or you can call our numbers. We'll provide all the details regarding the coaching. So thank you, students.